I intend to be better at this than meditation. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nathalie, I'm a musician, and today we are talking about setting intentions. This was a semi-requested video because some of you asked if I could share my meditation that I do in the morning, but I have to admit that I didn't feel very secure in doing that because I'm not a great meditator at all. And I thought, there's a lot of YouTubers out there who can actually give you a guided meditation that will serve you well. But I did think it was a good idea to maybe share my experience with my meditation, and more in particular my experience with setting intentions, because that is something that I noticed works pretty well for me, and maybe it can work pretty well for you too. So what is it? What is setting intentions? How do you do it? And what does it do for you? Let's just dive right in. So when setting your intentions, what? So when setting your intentions, you might want to be in a very comfortable position. And if you're doing them in the morning, it might also be smart to not stay in bed, because otherwise, if you're like me, you just want to snuggle back under the blankets. So what I usually do is I get up and I just pick a nice spot on the floor, because we have a nice carpet. And I would just sit cross-legged with my back straight and connect to my breath. Make sure that my breath is nice and deep, nice and relaxing. And I also try to connect to a positive energy somehow. And what I noticed helps me a lot is putting my hands over my heart. Now, this might seem like a very yoga thing to do or whatever, but to me, like, if you want to connect to a positive energy, what energy is more positive than life energy? In my opinion. So putting my hands over my heart, where my life is coming from, is something that already puts me in this better state. And sure, there are days where my positive energy feels very different from other days. And that's just really cool. That's just how life is, and that's totally fine. So the main thing is just to be in a good state with nice deep breaths and just the space to become aware of what's going on in your head. Because if your head is a bit like mine, like the minute you wake up, there's already a million things like going through it. And I used to obsess over those thoughts a lot, because I thought like, oh no, I'm gonna be so stressed throughout the day and rushing everywhere, and usually I would rush everywhere. But by doing this setting intention thing, it just made me realize that I can also notice my thoughts without really labeling them. I just let them be. And just by letting them be, it takes away a lot of the stress that I would already impose on myself otherwise. So that might be something that you want to check out. And so once you are nice and relaxed, deep breaths, you are connected to a positive energy, and you are at least a little bit more aware of what's going on through your head, that's the perfect spot to be to set your intentions for today. And someone is bringing food, I suppose. So the purpose of setting these intentions is that it will bring you closer to the person that you want to become. Like, if you think of the very best version of you, who would that person be? How would they act? How would they react? How would other people react to them? And if you can kind of see an image of that, then you want to set your intentions according to that ultimate goal, right? But if you're like me, and sometimes in the morning your mind is still all over the place and you don't really know what intentions to set, I'm going to share a couple with you now, so your inspiration will get triggered, hopefully. So an intention that I used a lot was, I intend to be more aware of what my body is telling me. Another intention that I set was, I intend to be completely open to all the good that's happening today. Another thing was I intend to experience my day more from an observing point of view than from a reacting point of view. Another one, especially one that I used at night, was I intend to sleep very deeply tonight and be fully rested by morning. So as you can see, intentions can really be all over the place, but the main thing is that they carry a positive thing within them that helps you get one step closer to the best version of you. So what are the effects of setting intention? What's like the goal? Like obviously the long-term thing is that it really gets you to become the person that you want to be. I have to say that I have not done this nearly long enough to like state like, yes, I made it. I'm not there yet. But what I did notice is that in only like 21 days, I have become way more aware of little signals that my body is telling me and like little patterns in my mind. I mean, I've always kind of been obsessing about thought patterns and reshaping them, but I feel like with setting intentions, it goes way easier and way faster somehow. But then, you know, seeing the signals of what my body is telling me, that's also something that I'm very grateful for, because I sometimes felt very disconnected, and now I feel way more in balance, and I like that feeling a lot. Secondly, what I also noticed is that whenever I set an intention in the morning, I have a pretty good memory, but usually, you know, right after lunch, I kind of forget about it. And if I then make a decision that is not aligned with that intention, it'll resurface. And that amazed me, especially in the beginning. I was like, whoa, where's this coming from? And so it was coming from my intentions in the morning. And it's really great how your mind can just like pop up this little thing that you promised to yourself in the morning, and it has stopped me from making bad decisions and has helped me making better decisions throughout the day, which I think is pretty cool. Maybe lastly, I also think that for me personally, this setting intention thing, it feels way more sustainable than me trying to meditate. I really tried meditating 10 minutes a day, and I could do it pretty consecutively for about 2 months, and then it just, you know, crumbled. But with this setting intention thing, because I already feel throughout the day how much it serves me, even though, you know, I can't really grab it, but it feels more present somehow, or it feels more real. That's a nice feeling to have when you're trying to instill a habit and you already feel the results very quickly. That's a good habit to install if it serves you. So yeah, I think if you want to give it a shot, I would highly recommend it. I already feel many benefits from it, and even if I like skipped a day, like the next day I was like, now I'm gonna set my intentions because it makes me feel so nice. So I don't know, you might want to give it a shot, and if you do, let me know, and let me know if this video has helped you with setting your intentions in the morning or in the evening, whatever. And also a big thank you to everyone who has listened and commented on last week's video on picture frame. I was really nervous, but also very excited to share that with you, and so many of you have left such nice comments. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And well, as usual, I will see you again next Friday with a music video. And in the meantime, have a great weekend. Take very good care of yourselves. Set your intentions if you want to. And I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.